Catch you live with 24 hours of being awake, no sleep. Hashtag Mr. Creepypasta. It's time for another Roast My DBD. This is the series where I look at your gameplay and we try to help you get better through the course of making fun of you for the entertainment of other people. It is important to note, because apparently people don't listen, that everyone who appears on this series asked to be here. And for today's contestant, we have Yivasum. Yivasum was the first contestant that we had I say contestant, the first person to ever, the first person to I can't talk, chat, I'm not gonna lie to you. The first person to ever, submit something when we did our comeback. Anyway, last time we had you on here, Yivasum, you basically spent your entire match doing the hokey pokey in the main building of Batum, as Deathslinger. So, you said you have 855 hours, which is right around the same amount you had the last time. Said you couldn't find them until they did a lot of gens and you panicked. They were also really good at doing gens. They were wait, what the fuck? Why is there just a giant blank space here? What's going on here? Is this a formatting error? You can't even fucking type correctly and I'm expecting you to play Dead by Daylight, right? They were too efficient on gens. Let's find out if you're correct. That was a thumbnail. Did you guys see that? We had Deathslinger behind somebody Jesus posing. Anyway, you're back on Deathslinger. Last time we were here, you were a P71 slinger. So, this time around, you're running Fire Up, Deadlock, No Ed, and No Way Out. Honestly, not a bad build. Not a bad build at all. I would say this is probably I wouldn't say this is like the best slinger build, but you're definitely playing into how slow he is with the deadlock. You're playing into his M1 potential with No Ed. So once again, just like last time, you're very dependent on getting these hooks. I would personally replace the Fire Up with Agitation. That's just me. You're running the Iridescent Coin, which once you spear someone from 18 meters away, I was thinking about Huntress. When you spear someone from at least 18 meters away, no, 12 meters away, they become exposed, which is one of Deathslinger's best add-ons, and you're running the Wanted poster. I believe that is the one that increases your ADS, your movement speed while ADSing. Yeah, it increases your movement speed while you're ADSing by 3%. I'm gonna be honest with you, Wanted poster's kind of dog shit. Anything that increases your movement speed while you're ADSing is kind of dog shit because you don't want to take a long time to aim your Redeemer. You want to just take the shot most of the time. It's not quick scoping precisely because old Deathslinger quick scoping got removed, but it is basically quick scoping. When you take too long to line up your shot, you basically just project to the survivors you're gonna shoot, and it makes it way easier to dodge. So I would replace this with either of the reload add-ons, either Keys or Brown Belt. You could put Cigar in here for the stun, the lesser stun duration. I think it's like a canister that reduces your stun time as well somewhere. I think it's a green add-on. Yeah, I just wouldn't run Wanted poster. I really wouldn't run anything except for stun duration, Eerie Coin, and reload add-ons. Everything else in Deathslinger's kit is just kind of shit. His mangled add-ons aren't that bad, but they're not really worth it either. But this is a 15-minute match. They were too efficient on gens, and I couldn't find them until they did a lot of gens. This is a 15-minute match. They were too efficient on gens. I'm gonna let you right now, right now they were not efficient. You're still in the game at the 14-minute mark. This is your Mori. They were not efficient. I guarantee you. Got some good old red ping going on in the corner there. We're on Ormond, so we can't read the names of the survivors, which is fun. It does, Dimgar. Hubris works on literally any stun. If someone blast mines you, it triggers Hubris. Hubris is a pretty funny perk that way. If someone DS's you, it triggers Hubris. Figure that one out. The way you flick your camera constantly gives me a headache, I'm not gonna lie. So while you're over here, don't break this door. God fucking damn it. Okay, so. If the breakable door, rule of thumb. If the breakable door is on this door, break it. If it is on the door that you're going to, if it's here, do not break this door. The reason for that is because this is an easy loop for the survivors. So if this door is broken, it opens up this area, which means if this door is up like it is now, and you're looping the survivors around this staircase, and they come down here, they have nothing to work with. They immediately have to take this direction and then either go left to the window or right to try to get to the pallet that spawns in this little area. But if it's broken, then they just go, ooh, pretty, go straight through, and then they can use the window over here to make your life a living hell. Do not break this door if this is the breakable door. However, as we learned from your last match submission, you have a door breaking fetish. Good shot. She's exposed. A quick tip for everybody. If you get the sharpshooter blood point score with Deathslinger, that means your Eerie coin has triggered. You also don't need to back up there. The concept of Deathslinger reeling people in faster while backing up is a myth. Now you know your deadlocked is off right here, which means you know a survivor is right here. You see your scratch marks. Go ahead and follow him. That was out of your range. Also, the Meg's name is Small Clit Energy. Your range on Deathslinger is 18 meters, which means when you're running Eerie Coin, you only have 16 meters of wiggle room. I also just noticed you're playing on low graphics. Like stupid low graphics. What are you doing? You're fucking sharing notes with TTV Games, Nathan? You were like, don't worry, Mr. Belmont. I see I was about to get a free hit on you. I'm gonna let you get a little distance. You go on, you go there. You go over there, my friend. You keep running. Dude, just lunge your, what the fuck? Shoot him! What are you fucking waiting for, the Queen? You're sitting there like, oh, Prince Charles will soon send me an invitation in the mail ordering me to shoot. I must steady. Fucking shoot him! Be like the CIA! Shoot first, ask questions later. What are you doing? No, instead you're like, no, I'm not gonna take this fucking free hit, fucking free 99 ass hit. No, instead I'm gonna fucking turn around and go pay $100 more for the flat screen. What the fuck? And then you try this fucking flick shot. Yeah, you and fucking TTV Games Nathan need to do 2v8 sometime. You can both exchange ways on how to fucking let the survivors get away for free. And then you let the unhook happen anyway. So what was all that about? She just sprint bursts it around that corner. You're not catching her. She either sprint bursted or that was some hella lag. See, now you're focused on tunneling this Thalita. See, this is I've noticed that between last game and this one, this is a problem I've noticed with you. You have this, like, tunneling fetish, right? Like, you heard somewhere along the line, like, from someone on, like, Reddit or something, that tunneling was, like, the #1 efficient strategy for killers. Like, you watch too much dead plays or some shit, and now you, like, feel this need to proxy camp every hook and tunnel every survivor you down first. You do not understand the concept of split pressuring. Right, like last time, I had to admonish you for just standing in the middle of nowhere, doing absolutely fuck all. And you kind of did the same thing here, where you were just so obsessed with staying by this hook that you essentially let every other survivor just do gens. How this game lasts 15 minutes is beyond me. Like, I have no fucking clue how that— what the fuck? Because, like, by this point, Trevor should be damaged and have been on hook. Trevor should have been damaged and been on hook. You should have already been on a different survivor's ass. You have this really, really bad concept of what to do. You're doing it again. You're doing it again where you just kind of hang out near the hook. I can't even be like, yeah, you're definitely checking on this generator, because you're not. You're doing everything in your power to stand by her hook. Stop doing this. And what was that? Why didn't you just lunge? Oh my lord. I'm having flashbacks to the last fucking Roast My DBD we did with Nathan, our Huntress player. Dude, you have— if a survivor— listen to me, if you can pop a Viagra, get an erection, and the survivor can touch the tip, just M1 the motherfucker. Please, I'm begging you. Two hits, 3 hits technically, in this entire match in 4 minutes is abysmal. 3 hits in 4 minutes is absolutely abysmal. Like, half this— 3 survivors right now should be injured. What are you waiting for? Oh, you're waiting for your tunnel. You in this fucking tunnel. And then you didn't even hit her. What, were you scared you were gonna deep wound her? You weren't gonna get her anyway, jackass. It takes 10 seconds for borrowed time to go away. You're at 1 gen with 2 hooks. How does this fucking match go on for 10 more minutes? Now go pick up the Meg first. Or not. I remember last time we roasted you. I told you that your win by the end of the game had nothing to do with your skill level. I'm gonna tell you right now, this situation you're in also has nothing to do with your skill level. This is all the survivors being bad. I don't like comparing my students to me, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. If this was me, if this was literally anybody who thought about their actions, this would be a 4K at like 3 gens. Yeah, Dimgar brings up a good point as well. You're trying to tunnel with no way out, asshole. The point of no way out is to hook all 4 survivors. Like, realistically, this game should have been over at 3 gens. You had so many chances. Also, what are you doing leaving the Meg slugged? What the fuck am I watching? You go through all this. Is it because the Thalita was a TTV? Are you one of those people that gets an erection for TTVs? Now go pick up the Meg, or not. That slinger's power anyway. You don't bring fire up to affect powers. You bring it to get... You bring it for the extra break speed. And some people swear by fire up since it's been buffed. I have not really noticed that much of a difference. Okay, so you got the injure on her. You see the Meg right by the gen. Turn around. You saw the Meg right by that other gen. Turn around. You saw the Meg right by the other gen. Turn around. There's your fucking breaking doors fetish again, bro. Holy shit. You don't watch porn. You watch montages of people breaking doors in Dead by Daylight. What are you breaking this door for? What does this do for you? Except make your life harder. That's another thing too. Like that's what I'm saying. You don't think about your actions. Hamster Lovin', thank you so much for the follow. You don't think about your actions, right? You just do things. You see Survivor, you think I need to shoot Survivor. You see Survivor on Hook, you think I need to proxy camp Hook. You see breakable door, you think I need to break door. You don't ever think about what you're doing. You don't take in any kind of, that was actually a pretty nice shot. You don't take in any kind of like understanding about what you're supposed to be doing at any given time. And you really fucking hate this Meg. I don't know if this Meg fucked your cat or fucking like beat grandma in blackjack and took her retirement fund or whatever, but like you fucking hate this Meg. You want this Meg to munch dirt so bad, bro. This is the 3rd time you've actively left this Meg on the ground to be later picked up. You cannot stand this bitch. I have no idea what she did to you, but she obviously owes you an apology letter for her abhorrent behavior, because that's the only reason I can think as to why she... And this Cheryl just ran directly into your shot. That is amazing. I want to say, too, that, like, I know how people are, right? In your head, you're hitting some of these shots, and you're like, in your mind, you're like, I'm the baddest, bro. I'm the Mac Daddy Deathslinger, bro. I'm gonna be the next Zeddy, bro. I'm gonna fucking make a trick shot montage, and my TikTok's gonna blow up, bro. But you land, like 99% of your shots are because they're either stuck in a hallway, unaware that you're there, or like they run into your shots. Did he slug everyone, just let them bleed out, and that's why the game lasts 15 minutes? I have no fucking clue. I genuinely don't know. Like, this last gen should have been finished by now. These survivors are legitimately playing terribly. These survivors, like, they love dead zones. They love just running through the wide open. They don't try to break your line of sight or anything. Look at this Trevor. Look at this fucking Trevor. Instead of going back the shorter distance to the rock, where he could just like run you in circles like a fucking carousel, he goes directly to, instead of going to the left, to the rock, the shorter distance. Watch this. I want to show you guys this. This is when I say what you're achieving isn't your own skill level, but the fault of the survivors. This is what I mean. So in this situation, Trevor's about to notice you. He's got a pallet right here, and he's got what's called the God Rock. This loop, these pair of rocks with this pallet is incredibly powerful, because if he can bait you onto this, all right, here, let me get my pen. If he immediately seeing you ducks back this way, and he gets you. This is you. He gets you on this side of the rock here, right? He gets you on this side of the rock. He drops this pallet, especially when you're about to get near of him. Then he can just turn around, make a beeline for this window, hop this window, and then he's got the entire of upper main left, right? He can fuck around in upper main. He can take the god window that's in that room that has the hook. He can do so much. But instead of all that, he opts to fucking shit himself and immediately go to the right where he doesn't have as many resources to fuck around with you. Now you, instead of taking the free fucking hit, again, just leave him. You just fuck off in a different direction. And the reason this keeps happening to you is because you refuse to actively do what needs to be done. It's like you hyper-focus survivors when you don't need to, and then you split pressure when you don't need to. Like, you have it backwards. In the beginning of the game, they were on the other side of the rock, Dimgar. In the beginning of the game, you hard focus one survivor. And then in the end of the game, you try to, you start freaking the fuck out and going after everybody. Yeah, believe me, it's hard for me to see with the pixels as well, but we have to work with what our people submit to us. They pay money to have me bully them into being a better player. This is a free hit. Stop ADSing. Oh my god. You did not need to shoot him there. That was the freest hit of your life. Yeah, I think you and Nathan would get along well. You and Nathan would definitely get along well. Cause you both are like farming TikTok clips. Which again, like I said in Nathan's, if you want to farm TikTok clips, fucking, you know, gung-ho, go for it. But don't submit games to me while you're farming TikTok clips and expect me not to make fun of you for being a fucking idiot. This game is still going. 4:32. Damn near 5 minutes later, they haven't completed a single generator. Dimgar once submitted a Survivor game to me that was like 21 minutes in length. Like, we had to watch the whole thing on double speed. I think this game might have rivaled Dimgar's submission if you wouldn't have tunneled out that TTV. You just got sprint bursted as a 110 killer, bro. Just reload. Leave it up to the default Meg to get hit there. Imagine getting a sprint burst against a 110 killer without their power and still getting hit somehow. This is turned into roast the survivors. Fucking Jesus Christ, dude. And honestly, too, like, at 855 hours as a P70-something slinger, like a Prestige 70-something slinger, I just expect a little bit more game sense out of you. Especially since, like, you're kind of making the same exact mistakes as you did the last time, right? Like, I told you, stop hooking survivors and then doing the hokey pokey around the hook, and you did it anyway. And you seem to think it's okay in this instance because they were swarming the hook. But in reality, if you'd have focused down the Trevor when you had him, you would be in a completely different situation right now. So let me explain the concept to you here with some visual aids. In an average match, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 survivors. And then there's you, right? This is you, okay? You got your little cowboy hat here, okay? All right, let's go ahead and spruce it up just to make sure we understand it's you, okay? Okay? Generally speaking, in any given match, what you want to have happen is you want to have one survivor on hook, one survivor going for the save, one survivor in chase, and one survivor on gens. This is what you want to be happening at every given point in the match. Because if even 1 point, 2 of these survivors end up on gens, you can kiss your chill game goodbye, okay? Earlier in this match, you had the opportunity to not only have a survivor on hook and a survivor going for the save, but you had the opportunity to have a survivor in chase, which was the Trevor, right? You remember the Trevor all the way at the beginning of the game, okay? You could have been getting this Trevor in chase, and because he is such a bad survivor player, you could have had him downed extremely quickly. He was right there. He was a gnat's dick away from you. You could have taken your swing as he went, oh, I got hit, and then panicked and ran into a tree. You could have went, poof, drug him in, hit him, and the Thalita would have still been on hook, waiting for the Meg to come save her, right? While the Cheryl's off playing with her clit or whatever she's doing, right? So you could have, in the beginning of the game, been in a scenario like this. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Could have been in a scenario like this where the Thalita might have been off of hook, but she was injured, right? She was injured. We got the scratch marks there. And her and the Meg would have both been healing, and you could have interrupted that heal because you would have had Trevor on hook, forcing the Cheryl to either commit to her gen or get off to go for a save. You need to split pressure. You need to split pressure more often. You don't do that, however. Again, you heard somewhere that tunneling is the way to win games, and you just took that to heart. And that's why you're always in these situations where you end up panicking and not knowing what the fuck to do. Look at this. Why did you go for that shot? Right, you wanted to flick and get her in your TikTok compilation. My bad. Do you know why the only killers you see on TikTok and Instagram Reels and shit are Huntress mains doing like crazy shots? It's because every other killer sucks at doing crazy shots. Like, not every other killer main. I mean, every other killer. Every unknown, every death slinger, every trickster, none of them are built for crazy shots. You can certainly do them, but they're not built for it, right? I highly recommend you, if you want to go for this TikTok compilation, you switch over to Huntress, and then you and Nathan can team up and compare notes. I feel kind of bad I'm still bullying Nathan because it's been, what the fuck was that? She was nowhere near you, dude. I would comment on your macro sense, but I'm gonna wait until you're like 1,500 hours before I start bullying for macro sense. I'm gonna wait till you're at like way more hours before I say, what are you doing? Just swing. Thank you. How has the Meg not opened the gate yet? Have you hooked the Meg? You have hooked the Meg, right? That's right. No way out. You actually managed to get all 4 hooks. I forgot about that. The Meg was 99 on her heal. Interesting. And so instead of going for the injured Cheryl to get your free 3K, you decide to go for the Meg. Well, fair enough. You have no head, I guess. Right now, you're 117% killer. You should catch this Cheryl, no problem. I should say you're 117% killer with a gun. Hey, this pallet's still up. Hey, Dak. If you're gonna go for this lunge around corners, I need you to actually round the corner. Okay? I don't know what the... I know that they said they wanted to add Destructo, or Structure Destruction into the game, but they didn't add it. So I need you to stop hitting walls for no reason. I promise you're not gonna get your money back. This game is non-refundable. Hitting the walls doesn't do anything. Used to Coup, he's not even trying to go around the corners with his swings. The next time you submit to me, and I know there's gonna be a next time. The next time you submit to me, and I see you take a shot when you could have just lunged, I'm gonna personally go to your house and steal every roll of toilet paper you have. And I'm not gonna tell you. So when you go to take a shit, there's gonna be no toilet paper in the house. And you're gonna have to walk to your shower with the shit rubbing in your ass cheeks. And you're gonna have to find a way to wash your asshole out. And I mean that. That's a promise. And then if I remember right, you Mori the Meg. Yeah, GGG. Let's look at the builds. Cheryl, Sprint Burst, Sprint Burst, Sprint Burst. Holy fucking shit. What does this say down here? I wish I could read this. You guys can't. I know you can't. I'm gonna turn my cam off just so you guys can see, but one of them typed something. I don't know what that says. I wish I could read it though. Hey Brady, how are you, baby? So, you're dealing with Sprint Burst off the record, so meta, and she had that. So meta. What is the botany knowledge for? What is this Meg doing? What the fuck is this build? Anyway, Sprint Burst, that looks like Deja in the corner. Trevor was the only one without a meta build, but you did have a life, okay? And then Sprint Burst, Addy, Windows. So you were dealing with 4 people running meta perks. You did not get this 4K because of you. You got it because these survivors handed you this 4K. Here is your homework. 1, I want you to stop fucking tunneling in the early game. If you need to tunnel, if your only option is to tunnel, but I need you to stop hooking one survivor and then hanging around with your thumb up your ass and your other thumb in your mouth going, they got unhooked, and then fucking chasing after them like a white guy who watches too much anime chases Asian women. I need you to stop fucking tunneling. 2, I need you to split pressure, okay? I want you to learn how to bounce back and forth. Even if you choose 2 survivors and you just ping pong between those 2, I don't care. I want you to, by the time one person dies, I want you to have at least another survivor on second hook. That's gonna help with this, okay? And number 3, I want you to fucking lunge! Stop taking point blank shots for your fucking Reddit montage. That's gonna get like 2 upvotes, and one of those upvotes is you. I need you to fucking lunge when the survivors are near of you, okay? And that's all we have for today. If you want to be a part of this Roast My DBD, then you just got to meet 3 criteria, really quick, really sweet, really to the point. Go ahead and make sure that you're either a Twitch sub, chat's over here, that you're either a Twitch sub or you're at least a tier 2 channel member, which you can find out how to do that by hitting the join button down below. Go ahead and make sure you're at least 18 years of age of older, and then head on over to the Discord so you can go find that Roast My DBD channel. A big thank you to Yavisum for being bullied for our entertainment. I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope Yavisum learned a lot. I love you guys so much. And as always, a great big special thank you to my channel members listed on screen now. If you want to find out how to become a channel member today, get awesome perks like seeing videos early, merch discount codes, and more, then please click that join button down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.